console variables, or CVars, can be a bit of a pain to deal with. They're not always all in one file. There's a large variety of them, and some of them you have to actually add to the file itself because maybe by default they're set to false or true or some other option in the engine itself. So to actually override them, you have to add them. And to do so, you have to know what they are. To make that a little bit easier and a little bit less painful, there's a new plugin that Epic has added as part of Unreal Engine. It is now gone from experimental to beta, so we're going to talk about it here. And that is going to be the console variable editor. So to get that added to your editor, what you're going to want to do is go to your plugins and search console. And you see here, we're going to go ahead and toggle this. And we'll go ahead and hit yes and restart now. Now, of course, you're going to get the beta warning because this is something still technically in beta, so you don't recommend shipping it with projects that are ready for production for any of the bigger AAA titles. But for most of those indies, that's more than fine. And so, yeah, we'll let the engine restart here. Shouldn't take too terribly long. But what this will do is this is going to give you a few new tools in terms of dealing with CVars. So if we go ahead and actually open up the window here, you can see we have the option now for console variables. If we click that, we're going to pull that out right here. There's a few things you can do. If you have a preset, which I have here, you can load that. And we're going to talk about saving presets in a little bit, but you've got a few things you can do within this section to actually, mess with CVars. The first thing you can do is you can actually search up the specific thing you want. So let's go Insights and then do search all. As you can see, we're seeing all of these different CVars that are related to Insights. Now, I believe at the moment when you're searching for it, it specifically looks for anything that has Insights either in the name or in the description. At some point, I'm sure that they'll probably categorize them and group them together. But as of right now, they're mostly just grouped by, when you're searching for them, by the name or the description. So in this example, right, we've got our memory insights and we've got some timing things, vertical sync info. Let's go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to actually add this to our current preset. If you're enjoying the content, please make sure to subscribe. Currently, at the moment, 11% of you are subscribed. The more of you that subscribe, the more that helps the channel, helps me know what content y'all do and don't like. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. And so what this will do is this will actually make it so that when we clear our search, this will still be there. We're going to add a couple of other things, right? So we got our memory insights. Let's say we want... I don't believe it is under here. We'll have to actually add that separate. So yeah, that's graphs, things, stat named events. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add the stat named events, and we'll actually do verbose named events as well. And then we're going to add a custom console variable. So as you can see here, we've added the stat named events and stat verbose named events. This lets us call these commands within our preset here while we're still got the editor open. But let's actually go ahead and add another one. We're going to call this stat, and we're going to call the unit stat unit and add that one. And then let's also call stat, I believe it's unit graph. It's either got a space or not, so we are going to test that out here in a moment. Yeah, stat unit graph is one whole. And the cool thing is with this, because these are actually, it might be just stat graph. Or is it? Okay, for some reason it brings up the unit afterward. But you've got the different commands here. Now, the cool thing is now we can execute, as you can see there, at any time when we're in game or something. So if we load up the actual editor itself and get it started. Let's give that a moment to load. Let's actually remove this one. I think I accidentally added that one. But yeah, so let's say we want to go ahead and stat unit here, and then we'll go to our tutorial level. Give it a moment to load in. Here we go. Oh yeah, I don't need it for this level. I want it for a different level, so we can hit execute in and remove it, and so on and so forth. Now, the cool thing is with that, between different editors or engines, or different projects, you may want certain presets visible, certain commands that you want to do things with. So with that, you can go ahead and actually just save them as a preset. So let's go ahead and override that one I have here. This will be my new current preset. And then if you make changes or you do anything like, let's say, let's remove all these and let's add something different like nanite, we'll say we've got some nanite project settings and things like that. And as you see here, the source is now project settings and constructors. We're doing some changes here, testing things out, and then boom, swapping over to this. Now, the cool thing is when you load the preset, it'll actually load all of them. But if you want, you can either add it to the existing or you can actually replace. So if we hit replace and then do that same thing, it then swaps them all out. So if you need to mix and match, you can do the add preset so you can combine different presets together. Or you hit replace if you just want to swap it out with whatever you actually have. Now, of course, as far as I'm aware, you currently save these to your actual current project, but you could actually save these, I believe. You can't save them within the engine, but I believe you could create a separate plugins folder, or you could save them somewhere at a high level, and then you could import them and export them out of different projects. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be able to actually save these externally so you could have them over multiple projects. But I assume it'd be as simple as just migrating it to a new project, basically copying it over. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for console variables. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. This is a very handy new tool. Now, of course, like everything, is in beta, so this may change from when I upload this video till you see it. Just be aware that between different engine versions, this can change. But yeah, it's a pretty exciting little tool. Otherwise, I think that's it for today. So good luck and good hunting.